I'm going to put together a little bit better of an ammeter because my last one, it didn't have a switch, so I just had to plug it in and unplug it. This would be a lot nicer to be able to flip a switch, turn it on or off. So I got this. This is like it's an ammeter and it's got voltage and things. I found it on Amazon. It doesn't have the best reviews. It's not. People say it's not that accurate, but I don't really need that much accuracy. And then just put a little switch on here so I can turn it on and off. And then this box is an old AquaSafe control box that I think it got flooded, so it got replaced. So I've had this floating around for a while, so I'm gonna open this up and take all the guts out, and then it's got a plug on it. I'm gonna replace it. I had a few plugs at my shop, so I'll take one of those and replace it with that, and it should be a pretty simple process. So let's get this thing opened up and see what's in there. Yep, that's definitely been flooded. So I'm gonna remove everything from in here. All right, we're gonna remove both of these. I'm not gonna use them. I am gonna put a new circuit breaker on there, but this one I'm sure it doesn't work. This was the old air pressure switch. It's just a... So I gotta get that out. Those are pretty bad. Yeah, I'm gonna have to break it off. Okay. Well, the one thing I will be reusing is this. So I'm going to do this just like my other one. I'm going to send an extension cord in there and run it through everything, and then be able to plug the motor in right here. Okay, so I think I just need to kind of trace this and then cut it out. Try to get that right where I want it. And then for that light switch, I just took a light switch cover and I'll just trace that. And I've got this hot knife I think I'll be able to use to cut that. I might be able to use, no, I'll use this grinder to make the majority of that cut, then I'll just rely on the hot knife for that. I'm going to finish that up with a file. Drill a couple holes to attach that. That should work. There we go. It's got a little wiring diagram on the back too. I guess you can fry this thing pretty quick if you don't follow it. I'm gonna go ahead and install that switch in there too right now, because I can get to this just fine to attach the wires. Okay, it looks like my hot wire needs to come in, and then I'll cut it, and I'll take 2 wires, run one out there, and then I'll pass through this transformer, and then I'll have to, that second wire will have to come off there and go up into this terminal here. And then after that wire comes out of the transformer, I'll have to nut it with 2 more wires again, and then one wire will go to the bottom lug there, and the other wire will go to the hot side on my plug. So that's really confusing. So I'm going to use an extension cord to run in there. Found some blue 14 gauge. Okay, so one of these goes through the transformer. And the other one goes to the top lug. This one, after it goes through that transformer, I need to put 2 more wires on it, and then 1 wire will go to this, and the other one will go to my switch. Alright, 1 wire goes into the gauge on the bottom lug. And this one will go to the switch. Okay, so now I need to run a wire from the switch to the hot side of the outlet, and then hook these up to the outlet. Your hot side is always a darker colored metal, and it's always smaller. The neutral will be a shinier metal, and a brighter metal, and it'll be bigger. And then your ground will be green. You know what I forgot to do was a circuit breaker. It's no big deal. I'm going to put one right there, and I've got it right here. Alright, so now it comes out of the switch, goes to the circuit breaker, out of the circuit breaker, and into the plug. Should work out. Alright, so let's double check this. Okay, we got our load coming in. It's got one connection going to the top lug. Then it's coming out and going through the transformer. Another wire going to the bottom lug, to the switch, out of the switch to the circuit breaker, out of the circuit breaker and into the outlet. I think it's ready. What a mess. Okay, let's plug it in. Well, I'm not sure what that means. For some reason my camera was on time lapse during this, but what I found out, I had looked at Amazon, some of the reviews, and some people were talking about how the diagram wasn't quite right. So I ended up running a neutral to the bottom lug on the green terminal instead of two hots running to the gauge, which never made any sense anyway. So I put that way and it started working. All right, I got the drill plugged in. I'm gonna plug it in and give it a shot. Okay. Let's go to my shed and put on a real motor. Would you leave that mower alone? All right. So I got the metal polishing motor here. Try it out with this. All right, here we go. You may pop that circuit breaker because it's running over 7 amps. All right, I guess that thing works. So wow, you know, I thought that was gonna be like 15, 20 minutes, but it took me probably 2 hours to get this thing together, but I like it. So that's it.